Squirrels are known for saving, but with the help of AARP, they won't be the only ones. From planning to budgeting, AARP is here to help you stretch your dollar further. So take on today and every day with AARP. Learn how at takeontoday.aarp.
Hello and welcome to Highly Questionable. This man over here with the excellent posture. This is Amin Elhassan. He was great yesterday. I don't mean to sound so surprised. What do you like on the show today?
World Cup talk. We've been doing so much this week. I want to keep it going.
We didn't do any yesterday. He wants to keep doing it. Dale, Papi.
Is it running being right that the Rockets don't need to add anyone like LeBron?
James Harden last night was at the NBA Awards, and he was, showered in glory and clothing that none of us would wear other than him. And, Amin, I'm actually curious what your opinion is on this, because the Golden State Warriors have been magical, tremendous, kind of unprecedented as a team, and yet the Rockets had him right there. Listen to James Harden saying, we had him beat, but Chris Paul got hurt.
We were a half away from the finals. So I don't think there's a piece that we need to bring in or to take away. We're great with what we have from top to bottom, from front office to coaching staff to players, personnel. So our main focus is just getting better, getting healthier, and doing what we do. You got to realize, this is Chris and PJ and Luke and all our new guys their first year, and look where we got to. Imagine a little bit more time together and get pretty scary.
Yeah, Dan, glass half full, he's right. If Chris Paul doesn't get hurt, they probably win that series, and this is against the best team in basketball over the last couple of years. So there is a way that you look at this and say, we don't need any more help. We're good enough to win as is. Here's the problem. When the help that people are offering you is called LeBron James, you say yes. It's just like that line from Ghostbusters. If someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes no matter what. And so what's happening here is I think James Harden is prepping us for the eventuality that LeBron James will not be a Houston Rocket.
Perhaps, but imagine if he were to be a Houston Rocket, and then ask yourself this question, because I understand why James Harden would say we're good enough as is. That 0 for 12 Ariza put up that cost them the season at Game 7, imagine LeBron with those minutes. Just imagine that and see if it turns out a little different.
Dan, you just did the 2018 version of what I said in 2016. Think of how bad Harrison Barnes was for the Warriors, the best team of all time. Now take him out and put Kevin Durant in there. What do you think is going to happen?
I did that. I just stole his point from 2 years ago.
You're welcome.
Are we sure that LeBron is going to play next season? He still has a hand injury.
Oh, that's right. My father's been saying, that hand injury might keep him out. That fake hand injury of my father's might keep him out for a whole nother season.
Did the Thunder squander what would have been the best team ever?
Okay, this is a Bleacher Report Instagram post, and that's not the interesting part, the idea that they had Durant and Westbrook and Harden once upon a time, and we all know it. But look what happens in the comment section here. This would have been an amazing team if it had stayed together, and Steph Curry is just hanging out in comment sections. The Warriors like to do that. Kevin Durant does some of that as eggs. Congratulations, James. That's amazing for real, though. Wow. And then, boom. Wait, does Presti get a trophy, too? Ouch. Oh, look at Amin. Amin likes when it cuts cruel.
Oh, that's that one, right? And Curry's supposed to be the nice guy. Nice guy doing that stuff. No, but here's the thing. The reality is, if those guys had stuck together, then they wouldn't be who they are. Maybe Durant would, absolutely, because he was the big dog. But Russell Westbrook would still be this guy that we'd blame for not letting Durant win. And James Harden would be just a lovable sidekick. The idea that he's MVP now is because he needed the requisite sunshine and room to grow as a franchise player somewhere else.
What he's saying is absolutely so, but imagine James Harden now, at this age, as a sixth man coming off the OKC bench, and that team had Serge Ibaka, too. That could have grown into what we see the Warriors have actually become.
On the downside, they had Kendrick Perkins as a center.
That's right.
That makes a big difference.
All right, Amin thought that was so funny, he's writing it down for some reason.
Are you surprised by how corny the alleged Lakers recruiting pitch to Paul George is?
Los Angeles, Hollywood. This is where glitz and glamour and glitter and gold. You've got Magic Johnson. All of these things formed to merge a marketing campaign to lure Paul George to your city. They were going to get Jamie Foxx to do it, but Sports Illustrated, with leaked voiceover, says Jamie Foxx wasn't available for this. We can't have that sound. We don't have the rights to that sound, but we've created a dramatic reenactment instead of with Jamie Foxx, with a silver fox.
When you were just a kid in your room, dreaming from Palmdale, we were dreaming too. While you dreamt, we built for your arrival. And while we dreamt, you built too, becoming one of the world's greatest. Life's most powerful dreams are the ones we realize ourselves, the ones that turn into legends. That kid from Palmdale always knew it. Now, the world will too.
Let's just say, hypothetically, that Paul George is hearing that for the first time. He is just now learning, walking past the television somewhere, that that's their recruiting pitch. He should immediately sign with OKC.
Here's the issue, Dan. You got a guy in Paul George who isn't even the best free agent on the market right now. And not even the best free agent that the Lakers are targeting, because there's another guy out there, and that's a dream. You dream about greats, the greatest ever. You dream about Magic, Kobe, Shaq, Kareem, Worthy, West, Elgin. You don't dream about Paul George. Even Paul George knows that.
2 for 16 in the last time we saw him playing for the Thunder. Was it 2 for 16 or 2 for 18? That ain't what dreams are made of.
Playoff P, baby.
What do you make of Oscar Robertson saying why athletes need to be more involved in social issues?
Okay, so Amin Elhassan has been flown in, and he's told you for 2 days that we're going to talk about World Cup soccer, which is going on right now. Basketball's not going on right now. This is the 4th consecutive question about basketball. It's the NBA awards last night. Listen to Oscar Robertson.
The only thing that really bothers me is that where are the white athletes when this is happening? I mean, it's just not a black athlete problem when you see this injustice in the world. I mean, it's all around you, and just because LeBron steps out, I'm glad he does. I hope some other players, because this is what they believe. It's not. I mean, what do you want players to do? You know, shut up and dribble. You know, I think it's time for them to say what they want to say about life, say about politics and about things in the street and whatnot, about education, which a lot of them players are doing. They're donating their monies back into different causes and whatnot. But it seems that what we have today is a system where you don't want players to say anything at all, because years ago they didn't say anything because they couldn't say anything.
I do not want to talk about politics here or social justice. I want you to just see how that man, the original triple-double, how old he looks. And then look in that audience where Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is and Bill Russell are. And they were doing this civil rights stuff a long time ago. And they're old too now. And look at them still crying for the same help when it comes to racial justice. I'm not interested in talking about the details or the fighting here. What I'm interested in is these guys have been fighting for this for a long time. And they're old and they look weary, and they're still out here trying to fight for something, and all they want it to be is equality.
And you know what? Today's generation of guys are doing it just as well. What he was saying about white athletes, I completely agree. There's a certain power of the cosign that comes when someone who really technically, quote unquote, doesn't have a skin in the game, who still allows themselves to be a voice for that. I think that's what's really cool about Chris Long for the Philadelphia Eagles, the things that he's done over the last couple of years, donating his entire salary for a year to causes. And so when you get a guy like Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers or someone of that stature putting their name behind some of these causes, I think it puts it a whole lot further, because it allows people who, Dan, otherwise would not even entertain these ideas to at least stop for a second and think about it. I'm not saying they're going to agree, but they'll stop and think about it. Yep.
After seeing Jerry Rice in the body issue, do you believe him when he says he could catch 80 balls this season?
I love the idea of ESPN promoting physical bodies in ways that we ogle at. Greg Norman was the star of the body issue. We loved his work. He's a Renaissance man. We talked to him on the radio today. You know what he said? He said, holy bleep, when he saw the body of Jerry Rice. He said it in a way that made us take him off the radio, because bleep isn't what he said. He said he admires that this is the body of a man who is fitter now, he thinks, than he was back when he was playing and being the best receiver ever. I've had body issues all my life. That is not one of them.
Well done, Dan. But Jerry Rice, I'm sorry. Yes, you could catch 80 balls if no one ever was allowed to touch you. And therein lies the rub, right, of NFL football. It's not the catching that's the hard part, although that is pretty hard. It's the catching and then being hit by 240-pound, 250-pound men with anger issues.
Well, I mean, if he plays naked, no one is going to cover him.
I mean, that's true. You know? If he did play that way, he's, there are injury risk involved with playing that way to all parts of your body. But yeah, people aren't going to want to tackle him, I don't think.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable,
Mr. Bill Russell, thank you.
Wait a minute. What did he do to deserve that? Wait a minute. I don't even understand. That doesn't seem to have any context. What do you mean?
My son's TV show is presented by Jimmy Jones. Freak, yeah!
I'm a one-trick pony. Literally. I show up at kids' parties and act cute. That's pretty much it. So excuse me for being bitter. When Geico says not only could we save you money on car insurance, but we do more. Like give you 24/7 access online, over the phone, or even via our award-winning mobile app. Well, ooh la la. Aren't they multi-talented? Hey, I said organic carrots.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Time to play the game that has a birthday present for Dirty Cheater.
No. Don't do that. Oh, no. Here we go. Jeter is what he meant to say.
Do you question?
Jeter is what he meant to say. You give us topics and events, we'll question them. Amin wasn't ready for his read.
Do you question if Charles Barkley deserved this?
Okay, my father has a running feud with Charles Barkley. What happened last night? Don't aggressively take that stance, Papi. Oh, really? The other hand is what you're going to get, Charles. Let's check in with the NBA awards last night.
Listen, I'm so honored to be here tonight and present this award because I know about my history of the game. Sitting at this table right here is living legends. You got Chet the Jet Walker. Thank you for everything you did for me. Mr. Elgin Baylor, thank you for everything you did for me. We got Mr. Bill Russell, thank you.
Wait a minute. What did he do to deserve that? Wait a minute. I don't even understand. That doesn't seem to have any context. What do you mean? Unfortunately, in the modern age, we must apologize for such gestures. So Bill Russell went to Twitter and did apologize for that on Twitter. Sorry, everyone. I forgot it was live TV and I can't help myself. Whenever I see Charles, it just is pure instinct. That doesn't actually seem like much of an apology now that you think about it.
That's the Bill Russell apology. This is the same man who, by the way, when he was informed he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, he said he wasn't going to show up. Why? Because I won all these rings and MVPs. Why do I need other people to tell me how great I am?
Hey, Bill. That was pretty good. You did this, but you left something out.
Oh, right.
You left the other one out. That's
there it is. Boom, you could have come twice as strong.
Left the other one out.
Do you question if Delin Betances should ever hit for a second time?
Okay, he is a reliever for the Yankees. He has not picked up a bat in 12 years. You're about to see why. The Yankees are totally overwhelming. They've got men on second and third. They're letting a reliever hit, and they're not asking him to bunt. It's the eighth inning. They're up 4-1.
Sheffield there.
Okay.
All right, that was a little Sheffield. There was a little Sheffield.
Yeah, the little wiggle, right?
Little wiggle, yeah.
Ooh,
big cut.
Yeah. These guys are loving it.
Yeah, confident cut.
Let's see, all right.
Just
Come on.
more Sheffield waggle. I mean, I'd like to hit. Yes, I mean, he might make contact with one of those. Yeah. He wasn't afraid.
I give him respect. He looks like he's played baseball before, which many pitchers don't look like. They'll hold the bat very gingerly, like so.
Here's the thing about these damn Yankees. Everyone in a uniform for them is 6'8", 270 pounds. Look at this guy. He thinks he's Aaron Judge. He thinks Giancarlo Stanton is small. He's out here saying, no, I can hit it 500 feet too, even though I haven't swung a bat in 12 years. What kind of strike zone is that?
Oh, he has been hanging around the Wifre, you could see it in his swing,
His influence, his main influence is Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and miss, swing and miss, go back to the dugout. He perfected that angry walk back to the dugout.
Do you question if this golf cart was in the way?
We flew in Amin for this. Let's see what we've got here with the golf cart. Oh! Did it take out two people? Oh! Did that ball bounce off of the guy in the red shirt and hit the initial golfer again?
No. The guy in the red shirt fell because he was laughing, as we all are. That thing caught him clean in the noggin.
Well, that's better than getting it in the chi-chis.
Oh, that is better than getting it in the chi-chis.
No.
Do you remember this, Amin? Have you seen this?
No.
Chi-chi Rodriguez.
But that's a man right right there. See, he walked it off.
Yeah.
He didn't even take a knee.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Boom.
Shook it off.
But he shot it off. Hold on a second, real quick. Let me see that again in the background, just one more time, so you guys, you can see how the guy in the yellow shorts sprints away from Chi-Chi's pain.
AARP can help you become your healthiest self. It's why we offer health tips for your body and your brain. So take on today and every day with AARP. Learn how at takeontoday.aarp.
Time to play the game that just doesn't have it today. See? Oh, no.
You tell us what to watch on television tonight. We tell you if we're intrigued.
Tonight on AT&T Southwest, Blue Jays and Astros.
Oh, he delivered it with a lot of enthusiasm. George Springer, we like him. The Astros, very overwhelming this season. Let's check in with him last night. They're down 6-3, bottom of the ninth. That's a good feeling right there if you can go opposite field to win the game. Oh, that hurts in that bandbox of a stadium. Ouch. My father just made a sound that sounded like it hurt. Yeah.
This guy's checking his glove like he thought he still caught it.
That's right. The fan thought he caught it. That's right. Amin, are you intrigued?
See, I'm very intrigued, Dan. I'm especially liking that this guy actually made the catch, unlike the dude we saw yesterday.
Marcell Ozuna for the Cardinals. He was standing on the fence. He looked better doing it, but the ball landed next to him. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But the one that looked like a fool was that fan. You know what I mean? That fan went to the ballpark. You know, he had his seat. He had a big glove. You know, he went for the fly ball. He didn't get it. You know, that's the guy that looked bad on national TV, not the center fielder. That's right. I mean, you go to the ballpark with a big glove like that. You got to make the catch. You got to make the catch.
Isn't he too old to come to the ballpark with a glove?
Isn't he also the right fielder and not the center fielder?
Tonight on Fox Sports Midwest, Indians and Cardinals.
Carlos Martinez goes for the Cardinals tonight. The Pfister Hotel in Milwaukee. I don't know if you've heard this before, but a lot of people say it's haunted. Throughout sports, people stay there and get scared because they think there are ghosts in the place. Carlos Martinez said there was a ghost, and then the next day, what happened to him on the field? He's the pitcher here. Oh, you see?
Oh, wow.
You don't have proof that it's not a ghost. You don't know that it's not a ghost. That could have been a ghost. Followed him to the ballpark.
Punched him in the face, it looked like, the way he turned to the side.
Yes, you see that? That's what it would look like if a ghost hit you in the side of the face.
Is that what it would look like?
Something like that. I mean, are you intrigued?
See, I'm very intrigued. Dan, you know, I stayed at a lot of haunted hotels in my lifetime working in an NBA team. At the Skirvin in Oklahoma City, haunted. At the Coronado in San Diego, haunted. Pfister in Milwaukee, haunted.
Okay, very good. Pop, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Listen, you gotta go to a Santeria house here in Hialeah, next time before he preaches, That's right. Then you go there and you get rid of all the ghosts that you say. You see what I mean? I'm telling you something. That's the way you do it.
You kill a goat, no more ghosts in your
life.
No more ghosts in your life. That's how we do it in Miami.
That's the way we do it. If you're looking for a good Santeria house, give me a call. I know my way around the Santeria houses here in Hialeah.
He ain't no afraid of no ghosts.
In Australia, the Australian Women's Premier League.
All right. I might say to you, look, Amin looks intrigued. My father seems confused, but that's sort of a perpetual state with him. And this clip here, we're checking in with, we've got a disturbance. What's been described as a disturbance. Can I interest you in a disturbance? Oh, there it is. Yes. Yeah. Very impressive.
He is out here?
Yes, a marsupial disturbance.
Before, but he's got nowhere to go, which is unfortunate for the poor thing.
Hold on. Who's going to be the one to break it to him that he's got to go? Because it wouldn't be me.
Okay. Yes.
You guys got to get somebody else to go tell him he's got to leave.
Okay. And no, they've got somebody who's throwing balls at him, and now the kangaroo just wants to play.
Notice how everyone's keeping their distance, by the way.
Of course. That guy's not keeping his distance. We're going to chase him out of here with a car.
The car on the field.
These things move.
Get him down there.
I think they'll also disembowel you if you get in front of them, even though they're cute. Be careful with that.
Obviously trying to do the best thing that we can with this kangaroo without hurting it. And it's out of the gate and he's gone.
There it is.
Good job.
Excellent work by that kangaroo. Amin, are you intrigued?
Oh, man, you had me a kangaroo.
All right, Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. I'll show you one kangaroo you are not going to chase off the field.
Oh, I remember this guy.
That's right, that guy's a real tough one. You come and get that guy and see what's going to happen to you.
Right.
That's right.
He is going to stand in front of your goal, and he's going to wait for you to leave. There will be no removing him from the field.
That's right.
It's his field now.
That's right. Look at him. He would do just like that, and everyone would disperse.
Tonight on the Game Show Network, Family Feud.
You had me at Game Show Network. I'm always interested in Family Feud. I'll stop on it every time. But can I interest you in the Curry family and the Paul family? Chris Paul against Steph Curry's family. What do we have here?
Name something you wish improved your memory every time you drank it. You said, water. Survey said, yeah. Tell me the age a woman might say is a perfect age to get married. You said, 25. Survey said, yeah. Name the same old gift husbands by their wives year after year. You said, flowers. Survey said,
she's bringing the
children
heat.
right with. You said, crayons. Survey said,
oh, heat check.
Name a way that Bigfoot feet might be different from yours. You
She
said,
didn't get it all herself?
they're huge. Survey said,
I mean, she should do all of that. I mean, you can't do a lot better than that. I haven't seen a whole lot of people do a lot better than that. Amin, are you intrigued?
See, I'm very intrigued. You know what? It fits with Steph Curry's career. It gets a lot of help. A lot of help.
It's not quite that much help. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. You know, Chris Paul was winning, and then all of a sudden he says, oh, I hurt my hamstring. That was the end of the game.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
Nice. That is not nice. It's Family Feud.
That's not what happened.
Family programming.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks again.
Ghostbusters.
Kawhi, I still miss you. Think about coming down here. Stay here for a while. It's good. You won't regret it. Believe me, I've been around for a long time. You'll enjoy every second of it. Miss you. Hurry down here.
Washing my nose, oh yeah.
I'm a shower curtain, and I do one thing. Keep water from leaking everywhere. So you see why I feel useless compared to Geico, who does so much more. Like, not only could Geico save you money, but they've been around for over 75 years. And they give you 24/7 access online, over the phone, or on the Geico app. And they've got a 97% customer satisfaction rating. They do all this while I have to listen to this chucklehead. Oh, good, he stopped.
Washing my toes.
Oh, great, an encore.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.